Okay, so let's just talk about the difference. You came last year, you took 1 hour, basically, and we were hitting a weak slice. And the swing on the left, you had a very weak grip. You'll be able to see it from the other side, too. Also, it was raining that day. It was a rare day in Phoenix. Reasonable turn, reasonable setup, other than the grip. I can see your club face from here is open, but you'll see it more clear from the other side. And then when you came through, you can see how your hands are totally releasing the club early and scooping or catching the ball in the upswing. Total collapse with the wrist going through. Here's your swing today. Everything that we're doing concerning your swing plane and your club face. So that's what I've tried to impress upon you is, first of all, keep an eye on your golf ball, what it sounds like, how it flies, starting direction, so on and so forth. And if you can get your path, your swing plane reasonable, it's either going to be on plane, over the plane, or under the plane. When you came back this year, you were under the plane, and everything was hooking. You fixed the problem in the club face, but you got your swing path way to the inside. Now, this swing on the right, you can see your impact is much better. So the ball is already off the club face, and you can see this is much more of a straight line. And you're getting a divot. Your weight shift is totally different. Can you see? So here's both of them going through. Man, what a difference. That guy on the right looks like a player. Huh? All right. Now, here was your swing from down the line. Again, setup looks fine. The club goes back. You can see the club face is already open. And by the time you get to the top, look at the club face hanging on this side of the shaft. Let's pull up your swing from today, and then we'll discuss on how goofy this felt to you to make a good swing. Let's go to the start. Based on how you were swinging yesterday, which was way underneath the plane, I asked you to take this club, what felt to you to be straight outside, and keep the face shut. Obviously, it's not outside. The face might be a fraction shut right there. Then it goes up to the top, and if somebody put their club right there at the top, I'm not sure what I would tell them, other than sign up for a tournament, right? Look at your club face.
It's a good spot.
And then when you came down, you felt like you were coming from the outside. Let's take both of these down. I'll synchronize them here in a minute, but you can see the club face. What a difference, huh? Here it is coming down. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that swing plane. And actually, if I take you down here, you rarely see somebody with the face that open that's actually swinging somewhat down a reasonable plane. That's just pure talent on your part, I guess. But look at your club faces. But that face right there is what kept you from being able to hit, with a good impact. Because you're trying to get that toe of that club to close going through. You had to stay flat-footed in the process. Whereas now on the one over here, you can see your weight is more on your left foot. Look at the face going through. Now you're making a divot, but the club face is squaring on plane with no manipulation. Yet it feels like manipulation to you, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah. Big, big difference. Right?
Yes, sir.
This was your swing yesterday when you came. So you had the club face more closed, but you were so far from the inside. See, the face is bare at the top, but you were so far from the inside. This is going to hit pushes, hooks, thin, possible fat shot. But most of these, you were just picking them right off the ground and hitting a good 20 to 30 yard hook. But now you can see now when you're coming down, look at the difference in these two positions. Okay? So I need you somewhere close to that line so that you can hit down through the ball and the club face relatively square going through so the ball flies straight. So, you're coachable. We're on our way to some good golf right here.
If on that line that face had been open, I would have started in a good spot, but I would have moved the ball to the right.
No, well, good thinking. But if you'd have been on that path coming down and your club face would have been open, the ball would start a little bit to the right and curve further right. Okay. If the club face was too close, the ball might start to the left and curve further left. So we're looking for a pretty straight ball flight. Okay?
Yep.
Great seeing you again, Paul.
Great to be here.